I remember crossing the border, standing in Girabania once more. Me and my fellow scions, the warrior of light among us.
Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV with the Rude Man. We had quite the battle here with the Empire, and we won. And it was our first fight as having the Alliance with us. And so let's talk to Nago and see what's next. Let fill your hearts with pride. Nago's ready to return to Rauger's Reach. Well, there's no reason to remain here any longer. Let's get back to the Reach. Yes, let's. I don't know if I've shown you guys this. When you mount up, I have a special button that I've made to do that. So, and it's this one right here where the little cat picture is down there. And I click on that, and I get my main mount. This is the one I've got selected for normal mount, but I don't have to do that. I can use any of my mounts. So an easy way to do that is to set up a special button, which is the one down there that's got the question mark on it. And you choose that, and it randomly selects from all of your mounts. And you get a different one every time. A lot of people use that. They find it kind of interesting to fly a different mount once in a while. The reason I usually use the motorcycle, though, is the motorcycle is a special mount that you actually pay real-life money for. And it has a faster speed than any other mount in the game. So if you're just running through and leveling the game like I am, just going through things, you usually use that because it's faster. If I'm riding the motorcycle and you're riding this thing side by side, I'm going to leave you in the dust. I mean, it's not that drastic, but as you go, you can tell I'll be pulling away. And so it is a little bit faster. Now, since they made that one, they made a second one that does similar, and it's a little one with a sidecar, which means that you can have another live person with you if you're playing with a friend. Both of you can ride in the same vehicle. Now, I have different ones of those. I have one that you can sit 4 people. One that sits, a lot of them, it's a single player. Some of them are double. I've got one that seats 4 people, and I've got one that seats 8 people. Where am I going? The machinist. Where am I going? Speak with Monago and Rauger's Reach. All right. Okay, that's where I'm going. This way. I'm lost. I should have just teleported there, I guess. Rauger's Reach. We are back. I'd say home again, jiggity jig, but this is not our home, so we could make it our home. They do have an aetheryte. All right, so that ends the quest line with Nago. For now, we fight with her again. Get off my table. Get off my yard. You didn't have to take part in the operation, but you did. You went above and beyond what was asked of you without hesitation, and for that, we owe you a debt. Our victory may not count for much in practical terms, but its symbolic value can't be overstated. Alliance and Resistance fighters came together to face an Imperial unit equipped with Garlemald's newest weapons and smashed them. The people will remember this day. Aye, that they will, for it marks the beginning of something far greater than any single victory, the beginning of a campaign by a united Erosia to drive the Garleans from our lands. Promises and platitudes mean naught without action, but the Alliance took the field and risked their lives for our cause. To think that the last time Gridanian troops trod this soil was more than a century ago, during the Autumn War, and that was to defend against our invasion. Ours is a long and bloody history, to be sure, and it gives me heart to see that despite our acrimonious past, we can still come together for the sake of the future. Well said, Commander, which is why I intend to go from village to village and spread word of our victory and our new alliance. The people will flock to our banners just to wait and see. Roland, Alize, I cannot thank you enough for your assistance. What do we got here? Still nothing for me. Okay. Let's head out. Take a shortcut. Weehaw. Hey, buddy. Need a ride? I'd give you one, but you wouldn't want to ride with me for some reason. Got Grasshopper? Whoa! How'd he see me? I was behind him. Maybe he's got ears and he could hear me. Hey, Ragnfrid. I could have teleported here, I guess. We owe you a debt of gratitude for what you did. Werkrata told me everything. How you fought with Quern and saved his life. Oh, it's the little guy that had the tribute. For all the good it did, we saw what happened when he met with the skulls. How they beat him half to death. We could have stopped them. No, you couldn't have. I reckon you could. Mefred's a warrior, as is your comrade, and you're strong, like your father. That much is plain. But I thank Ralger you did not, because it would not have ended with them. Werkrata and his sister would have been branded insurgents, if not the whole lot of us. Bones heal, scars fade, but the dead remain dead, and we're alive. And that's more than can be said, for only the gods know how many others. That's enough for you, is it? To put up with whatever they do to you so long as you get to see another day? Yeah, it's your problem. That's right. You grit your teeth and you learn to live with the pain. I'll admit I was quick to judge you, Lise, but for that I apologize. I know you and yours mean well. I do. But I'm telling you, God's in the heavens as my witness, that we've got nothing left to give. We can't help you. I understand. Thanks for your honesty. She may say it, but she doesn't mean it. Nor would I expect her to. Her father was such stubborn as an ox, too. If she's set on walking the same path, I but pray she won't follow it to the same end. Well, she took it better than I anticipated, which isn't saying much, I suppose. We should go see if she's all right. She's not. She's a crybaby. Where is she anyway? Oh, I think she's outside the gate. Yeah, there's Meffred. Sorry about running off like that. Alamegans terrorizing their own? I just can't accept it, you know? No matter what he thinks, they shouldn't have to put up with it. Day after day after day. I'm not completely naive, you know. I didn't expect them to storm a castrum with their pickaxes and shovels, or whatever it was. But nor did I expect Werkrata to just lie there in the dirt while they kicked him. He's still alive. If he'd have fought back, they'd have killed him. I can't claim to know their plan. I barely remember this place, or even my father's face. But I remember Ida's. I remember how scared she was when we ran, and that look in her eyes when she talked about home. Her home, but not mine, is it? There you are, Lise. I've been looking all over for you. This is the cynical youth. This is the guy that told her off by saying, you know, who are you to tell us how to live and blah, 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 blah. Well, you found me. You got something else to say? Aye, that I do. I said some things to you before that I shouldn't have. 'Twasn't my place to do so, and I'm sorry. All that rubbish I spouted about how I love my village, but when one of ours is in need, I was cowering here all with the others. I didn't even think to go after Werkrata, but you did. Made me feel like the bloody hypocrite I am. If I truly cared for my people, I'd fight for them. So I will, if you'll have me. You're asking to join the resistance? When you put it like that, I suppose I am. But not just me. There are others I know who've been thinking about it for a while now. There's not many of us, and we're not hardened warriors like you, but if your heart bleeds for Alamigo, then that's good enough for me. You and yours are more than welcome at Rhalgr's Reach. Thank you, sir. You won't regret this. I'll go and speak with the others and send word when we're ready. Well, there you go. Be persistent. Still think this isn't your home? No, I was just thinking out loud. And with that, my friends, our mission is concluded. Let us return to the Reach. All right, they want us to go back to Rhalgr's Reach. I think I can teleport here from here, and just use. I've got 120 tickets. I've been hunting up tickets, so, and storing them up. I got quite a few. All righty. First of all, allow me to commend you both on a job well done. Though nothing went according to plan, we nevertheless managed to attract some new recruits, and it was your passion and conviction that moved them to join. Thank you. No, thank you for giving me the opportunity to find out what our people have been through these past 20 years. It's been humbling. And troubling, too. I'd heard about the skulls, but that was the first time I'd seen them in the flesh. I know you say they're the same as any other Imperial soldiers, and maybe that's how I'll have to think of them myself if our paths ever cross on the battlefield. But when, not if, that day will come. You can't afford to hesitate when it does. Young, old, conscript, citizen, Garlean, Alamegan, none of that matters. They've all got their reasons. But they're no better than yours, especially when they're bearing down on you, blade in hand. Saying that, I don't want to kill them any more than you do. If I could convince them to lay down their arms, I would. Sadly, I've never been that much of a talker myself, but who knows? Maybe you could be one day, Lise. Your father certainly was. Right then, I'd best begin preparing for these new recruits. Roland, Lise, it's been a pleasure. Still nothing for us. No, still nothing for us. Let's take that. We'll sell it. We sell it. Let's talk to Conrad. What's going on, buddy? There we go. Where men go as one. Conrad wishes to thank you for all you have done in such a short time. Owing to the efforts of you all, we have accomplished a great deal in a short time. The Resistance thanks you for yours and for your service, Scions. Hey, the gang's all here. You've not met some of these. These are Scions, as we are. I see operations here have been proceeding apace in my absence. Welcome back, brother dearest. I take it your efforts to gather new recruits were successful. Indeed. There were several amongst the Scions' ranks that were quite eager to take part in our joint endeavor with the Resistance, whom I am come to present. Commander Kemp, if I may, my name is Ehrenwald, Latinus, a half-breed, as you can doubtless tell. I'm here to fight for a free Alamigo, for an Alamigo where women like my mother and are never made to suffer. I pray you grant me this honor. You are true-born son of Garabania, same as me. This is not my honor to grant, but yours to freely take. Welcome, brother. With our swelling ranks and the aid of the Erosian Alliance and the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, I believe we will soon be in position to seize the initiative. Once our new recruits have received sufficient training, I will propose to General Aldin that we draw up plans for an assault on Castellum Veludina. Then in the meantime, we will make what preparation we can. Now, the castrum he's talking about is that bridge that we saw before when we first got to this area, that big bridge, that it's actually a fort. So that's what he's talking about. Good time had by all. Huzzah! Meanwhile, in the royal palace of Alamigo, Beyond majestic mountains across the Emerald Dale. On march the ivory standard, united we prevail. From distant shores of Othard to lakes of Aldenard. The light of mighty Garlemald, fore'er our guiding star. This is the Viceroy. He's in charge here. They haven't told us yet, but he's actually the son of the Emperor. And he's batshit crazy. That's probably too much information, but you'll learn soon.
Alliance forces have occupied Castrum Orients and taken up positions along the length of the wall. Our patrols have engaged their reconnaissance parties on site, but there have been no significant exchanges.
Really?
Save one. A unit tasked with field testing prototype Magitech weapons was attacked. The weapons were destroyed, with the unit sustaining near-total casualties.
Near total? Go on.
My lord, there was but a single survivor from the unit in question, which falls under my command. According to his report, they were ambushed by a contingent of Eorzean Alliance regulars, abetted by resistance insurgents.
A simple ambush and only one survivor. A fine day's work. The stubbornness to survive is not without worth. He may live. However, the 12th is no place for the weak.
He shall be relegated at once, my lord. As you say, the 12th is no place for cowards who count their lives more precious than the cause.
Indeed, indeed. We have no need of cowards.
You were in charge, weren't you? Oh, jeez.
My lord,
Cowards who defer critical missions to their subordinates, who hide within their castra, never meeting their prey in battle, never staring into the whites of their eyes.
He's got a small point there, but...
Why? When confronted with a heretofore unknown icon, did we surrender the wall to the Alliance? Because my honored father, in his infinite wisdom, has not seen fit to grant us leave to march on their lands. Accordingly, we have extended an invitation to our neighbors. Gir Abania is where we shall host them. The field upon which we shall enjoy the sport of kings. Patience is paramount. Cornered animals may have spirit, but they are ultimately predictable and very poor sport. But if one dangles the promise of freedom before them while nipping at their heels to stoke their passion, then things become interesting. It is a delicate dance, and one which asks much of my hounds. And so I put the question to you, my fellow huntsman. How shall we deal with these savages?
Don't all speak at once.
My lord, I have a proposal.
Silence, Alamegan! You do forget yourself! Only by the grace of Lord Van Baelsar were you afforded a place here, and that in name alone. We have no need of your proposals, savage.
This savage yearns to hunt her own. The floor is yours, Commander.
Thank you, my lord.
All right. Nago, what's up? Right then, I've got duties to attend to. Mayhap we could assist you with said duties. We're here to help, after all. The three of you have been busy, so I will understand if you require time to rest. If not, however, it would seem sensible to assist our allies with their preparations. We'd be grateful for any and all help you can offer. If you ask around, I guarantee you won't want for work. Alrighty, look, earrings, and none we can use. Oh, we could use that one, but we're not going to replace the earring we've got. When you start the game nowadays, you get an earring that is way beyond your level because they're trying to help you level up faster. So you get a ton of strength from it. Let me show you. This one is item level 255, and you can wear it at level 60. And it has 1 defense and 1 magic defense. But if we look at our inventory in our armory, you'll see that when you start the game nowadays, you receive this earring right here. It's no, that's not it. Sorry. We're wearing it. Let's take a look at it on our character. You receive this earring, Azim's earrings. It is level 560, and it increases experience earned by 30% when level 90 and below. Well, we're only level 60, 65, so attributes and item level may vary accordingly to class and job and current level when equipped. But then it shows you the bonuses. You get plus 115 of dexterity, plus 115 vitality, 111 of determination, and direct hit rate of 111. So this really boosts your experience level and your speed in leveling. So that being the case, there's no need in taking the earring because it isn't going to be better than that. And by the time you hit level 90, where that earring is no longer any good to you, you're gonna have access to a lot better than 255 item level. So I would just take this and sell it. Alrighty, so now there's a number of inside quests that you can do here for different things. So let's go down and take a look what we've got. Where's this guy? Now that we're allied with Rhalgr's Reach, we can do some work and help them out and make some money and make some levels. So let's talk to this feller first. Future Rust, Future Dust. Bevs is certain he has seen you somewhere before, and he probably has. I beg your pardon? The man who bested Gaius Van Belzer wishes to offer me his assistance? I say, this is highly irregular, though I have heard it said you had a penchant for aiding the common man. In which case, before the occupation, I was a humble historian. While my duties leave me scarce time for aught else, I think it important that these momentous events be recorded for the benefit of future generations. Momentous is the word I screwed up there. Primary sources are indispensable, and I had a mind to question a number of my fellow freedom fighters, ask them their motivations for taking up their cause, and so forth. You may take down their statements in this log. And Roland, thank you for your service, now and forever. All right, he wants us to collect information from people and put it in a journal. That's fine and well. Let's see what else we got. See somebody back here. Let's see. Yeah, we got somebody right back here. It looks like. I think this is their graveyard. If I remember correctly, I may be wrong. I may be wrong on that. That it might be on the other end. I'm not quite sure where we're at here. Yeah, I'm not sure what this is. Place of worship, maybe? I don't know. Hrotmar. Why'd I join the resistance? Well, if you must know, it was to avenge a friend the Imperials butchered before my very eyes, back in Alamigo. We owned a stall in the markets, and a passing soldier snatched up a piece of fruit. He spoke out before I could stop him, only to get a fulm of steel in the gut for his trouble. I found my way here, and that was that. Hit that box and stopped me like a stone. All right, what else we got here? So I'm guessing that this is a part of the game where it's wanting you to go around and look and make yourself at home, find out where there are things, and you know, make a little bit of experience and money while you're at it. It's kind of like a tutorial. I was just a cook before all this. Simple fare, really. Had a chance to lend a hand and help feed some refugees one day. I took a liking to the fighters. They believed, you know, and there's always a need for cooks, or at least people who can work with whatever the foraging parties turn up. Oh, has he got more to say? You want to help, do you? Seeing as how I'm in no position to leave the stew pot unattended, could you go and ask Tebby for a variety of herbs? 6 sprigs or so of whatever he's got on hand should suffice. It's not a haphazard as it may seem. Depending on the recipe, it doesn't really matter what sort you add, so long as you add something. I'll be here when you get back. So what does that mean? If I find a dead squirrel on the road, roadkill would work for meat? That's what it sounded like. An Ananta Battle Maid. Hi, Battle Maid. These things are scary. You look like a strider in search of comrades in need. If so, I have a task for you. I am a trainer, and I was told to expect new recruits this day. Yet nary a one has come. Perhaps they were given the wrong time or location. I do not know. They number 5 in all. These would be warriors. Send them to me, should you chance to find them. Okay. Alrighty. We're gonna find these in different order here. I'm just taking the quests. As she would say, I'm just taking the quests. Now this is their hospital, I think. Here, let's talk to her. Why? Why indeed? To save lives, perhaps, or to make amends for the ones I couldn't. My father and my brother were worked to death while building a castrum. What did it matter to the Garleans, eh? More where that lot came from. After that, I couldn't keep on doing nothing. Okay. What's this way? Yeah, we're kind of doing these out of order. I'm just taking quests I can find and talking to people and doing other stuff, a doodle-doo. Alright, search for missing recruits. Devout recruit. Oh, they're spread out all over the place, I see. This is their graveyard. I know, I'm late. But I had to say a prayer for my sister first. After what the Imperials did to her, death was a mercy. I'm lost. Where am I going? Where am I going? Where am I going? Over that way. Aha. Aren't you the Icon Slayer? Damned if I know why you'd bother asking someone like me why I joined the Resistance. But it's pretty simple. If I wasn't fighting for Alamigo, I'd be fighting for the Empire. You're either with them or not, and if you're with them, you may as well make the most of it. Food, training, citizenship, if you live long enough. You'd die stealing someone else's land, like as not, but that's the choice. But me, I'd rather die here. Fair enough. All right, what are we looking for here? Speak with Tebby. Search for missing recruits. Return well-worn log to. Oh, we can return that log to that feller. Let's do that. That'll get rid of that that quest. Lessen the quest line I've got going here. The list. All right, let's talk to him. All right, here's the information I collected for you. Well met, Roland. Have you spoken with the freedom fighters as I asked? I sure did. Here's your journal back. As fascinating as they are varied. You have a knack for convincing others to bare their hearts to you. I could not have done better myself. Well, you didn't do better, I did. Many years from now, when these tempestuous times pass into memory, their accounts will serve as a window into the struggle. We must never forget, my friend. Never. Tebby, have you got some what were we looking for? Spices? You got some spices? Herbs, it is. 6 sprigs of whatever on hand. Afraid I can't spare that much. You'll take 2 and be glad of it. I guess I will. What else am I going to do? The remainder you'll have to gather yourself. Shouldn't be too much of a bother, though. You'd be surprised what you can find growing underfoot, even in the Reach. Alright, you gotta go hunt for stuff, I guess. Although I don't know where to look. We'll find it. Ah, here we go. Fragrant herbs. One of 4. All right. What else we got? Oh, let's go talk to... Oh! Can we talk to him before we gathered them all? Oh, no, that's a recruit. Let's talk to him. The teacher calls for me? I see. Well, we were discussing strategies for disabling Magnitech armor, you see, and... yeah, of course, there's no time. If you would excuse me. All right, since we're still looking for these guys, I know there's one over here on the river. If you can call this a river. whatever this area is. Was you practicing on this rock here? He must be tough. Huh? Training? Gah! I was so busy practicing to impress the others that I completely forgot. Thank you. Glad to be your alarm clock. All right. I wonder if there's anybody up on that bridge. I can't remember where they're at. Oh, there's somebody back here. Let's go take a look. Where, though? Where? Where indeed? Somebody back here? Nope. Nope. Oh, here he is. Hiding behind this rock here. What you doing over here, buddy? Staying out of the hot sun? Ah, 1,000 pardons. So preoccupied was I by the question of whether Alamigo should be a monarchy or a republic that I neglected to attend my training. How silly. I know, until we drive the Imperials from our lands, the question is moot. And it took you that long to figure it out? All right, let's see. We've got more stuff over here. And it's up above. So, where is that? I don't know. That's just higher ground here. Oh, it's a fragrant herb. Herbs and 8 herbs and spices. Colonel Sanders had herbs and spices in his country fried chicken. All right, there's somebody down below here. But who? A summoning bell. I thought I was back here already. Oh, we're still... We didn't have the herb one, did we? Or maybe we did. I don't know. I just didn't see it before. All right, let's see if there's somebody... There's somebody either up at the end of this here, or there's something on the other piece of land behind it. Maybe that's the case. There's something over there. Another herb and spices, I think. All right, we got that. Now there's one more. Okay, there's one more missing recruit up here somewhere. Up this way. Was he behind the tents? Maybe he's down in that. Oh, I know. I think he's down that cave back this way, where we went when the guy gave us his journal. I think there's somebody back here. Seems like it anyway. There he is. Faint-hearted recruit. He's back here hiding. Oh, booger. You were sent by the snake, weren't you? I heard 1 in 4 recruits doesn't live through their training. That can't be true, right? Oh, bugger. Oh, bugger. He's scared to death. Poor guy. Alrighty. So we got to take the herbs and spices to the cook, and then talk to the snake, and then our job will be done here. Maybe till they give us another one. Ah, there you are. Got those herbs I asked for? You bet. Can I have some of the stew? Thanks. That'll do nicely. Oh, and sorry to impose upon you, sir. I thought you were another new recruit. Didn't realize until after that you were, well, anyway. But to answer the question that's probably on your mind, yes, it's always like this. Never enough food or supplies to go around. All the more reason to be grateful when our countrymen can spare some for the cause, though that comes at a cost too. Too many villagers, too many children, more deserving than us. But a man can't fight on an empty stomach, can he? So we partake as we must, and we never lose sight of the dream. All right, let's go talk to the snake lady, and then let's get the heck out of here. I don't really know if she's a lady. Let's go talk to the snake warrior. We do know she's a warrior. Yellow. All recruits are present and accounted for. My thanks to you, Strider. Not all appreciate the rigor with which I train my recruits. Some favor a gentler approach, as if the Imperials will be so kind. 'Tis a thankless job to teach, some say, but I say their survival is a thankless enough. Fare you well. Okay. There you go. Now we did all of that. I don't know what's next, but it's time to take a little bit of a break, and we'll find out in the next episode. Thanks for joining me. Hope to see you then. In the meantime, take care of yourselves, take care of your families, and ta-ta for now.